everyone, and welcome to the APL Pulse podcast, where you can uncover new insights from the logistics and freight forwarding industry through the seasoned experts at APL Logistics, a global supply chain provider. We'll help you keep pace with the current topics impacting businesses and advance your logistics strategy. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, April Chapman. We have a great show prepared for you today. We are happy to announce our collaboration with Grupo Sesé, the leading European supply chain provider of innovative and sustainable solutions. Today, I'm joined by our guest, Sander van Loon, our European Vice President in APL Logistics, and José Perez Martorell, Global Expansion Director of Grupo Sesé, to share the behind-the-scenes details and the latest updates from this exciting journey. So welcome to the show, gentlemen. Sander, can you share a little bit about yourself with our listeners?
Yeah, absolutely. So let me share you some information about myself. So my name is Sander van Loon. I'm a Dutch native citizen, born and raised in Rotterdam, the Netherlands, and currently since 2016 living in the east side of the Netherlands, close to the German border. I've been grown up in the city side and lived in a couple of countries in the world before I settled down in 2016. I'm married. I don't have any kids, but I have two dogs that are kind of like our kids, and they're a Sharp-eyed breed. I don't know if you know that one.
Oh, yeah. Those are so cute.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what I do next to work, I try to go to the gym as much as I can, cook, and try to balance my busy work life with a healthy private life.
Oh, that's so great. It's good to hear a little bit about you, Sander. Okay. Let's also turn our attention to our second guest, Jose. We are honored to have you on our show today. Can you share a little bit about yourself?
Sure, and thank you for having me, April. And there is even more, right? This is coming from a long tradition in Southern Europe of having very long names, right? So, yeah, something we do have. It's not Gianfranco or whatever, but it is Jose Manuel. But anyway, I was born and raised in Spain, in the southeast of Spain, in a town called Alicante. But I've been traveling around the world for almost the 54 years of age that I have today. I've been in the business for more than 25 years, the industry, working for several big multinationals in roles like global account director, deputy country manager, regional CEO here in Latin America, and where I'm based currently in Panama. I came here back in 2017. I'm also married, sharing life, challenges, and happiness with a Japanese wife for 27 years. We have two kids.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
College love. This is what it is. One day you meet somebody in the United States, college, you marry, and here we go. Yeah, of course. No, but it changes for good, for the better, right? All the time. And it's been we have raised two kids. Well, they're already pretty much flying already out of the house, right? So we'll be very soon empty nesters. Our son, 21 years old, is already studying in Japan, and our daughter would be probably studying in Canada from next year. So such is life. I really enjoy family. Traveling. My concept of family, it is a very Latin one. Like we're not talking only about your closest relatives, your spouse, your kids, and your dog, which I also have one, a lovely one. But also a huge number of cousins and uncles and aunties. I love music, any kind of music, sports, and reading. I love literature and history. So that's pretty much about me.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing about yourself. It's always nice when we can connect with each other and see where our lives overlap, because lives usually overlap in some way. Like me, I love Spain. I've been to Spain. I love it. I love the people of Spain. I was like, I think at heart, I should have been here. I'm so glad that we have you on the show today. From what I've heard about our new collaboration, it addresses some of the growing demand that we have for improving the end-to-end supply chain, things like visibility for our customers, along with some transportation offerings. Basically everything from origin to destination. But I'm looking forward to hearing more about it today. So, Sander, perhaps you would like to share a little bit more about this collaboration.
Well, somebody knows somebody. So I think a colleague, or perhaps even Jose itself, reached out to a colleague of ours because they were looking for potential opportunity for an existing customer that they have in out of Asia, and they were looking for a provider that helps them into the consolidation service out of Asia. We had some great discussions overall about those customers, and we realized actually that both of us have something to offer that the other doesn't have. And we basically were able to help each other on various sales leads or various existing customers. I think our biggest success so far has been an implementation of brand new warehouse for one of our major apparel customers. The customer was in a search for a new service provider to operate their European business flow. And Grupo Sesé was just able to bring the best suitable solution on the table with a brand new facility that they have in the Amsterdam area in the Netherlands. So our customer was able to move from the current provider they had in the UK into mainland Europe, actually on the back of Brexit, but also in their change of their business flows and requirements. And via that state-of-the-art place that Grupo Sesé has a facility, we will now able to serve the customers across Europe. The strong cooperation of Grupo Sesé and APL Logistics, and actually a customer in a joint commitment, made it a very good success. We have done together the implementation in a very, very short time frame, with a minimum of issues during this implementation. And consequently, our customer that's currently at their business peak can enjoy this new distribution channel with a minimum of delays and issues. Mm-hmm. So we're working towards a common goal. I think APL Logistics and Grupo Sesé will bring more to customers. And we basically together are able to deliver this end-to-end supply chain with complementary services, great convenience, more efficiency, and lower overall operating costs.
That sounds wonderful. It really does. It sounds like a win-win, which I always love. It seems like this collaboration is going to provide a really strong foundation for customers, especially in what we all know has been a very turbulent year or two now. Jose, can you tell us a little bit more about Grupo Sesé?
Well, Grupo Sesé, in a nutshell, today's Grupo Sesé is the result of a very positive evolution that started in 1965 from a company that was focused on land transportation based out of Zaragoza in Spain. Beautiful city, by the way. Mm-hmm. And things have been growing exponentially right now. This collaboration with APL Logistics will expand our portfolio of services and also our geographic footprint, our scope of geographies where we can service our customers. APL for us is a perfect match, right? Because it is a very highly reputed company and very customer-centric, which is something that from a previous test I have seen. You always found APL among those best, say, rated companies with whom you had to compete. I think that as a logistics integrator is great, and as we said before, it's going to help us improve our efficiency, and it's going to help us create more value added for our customers.
Thank you for sharing that. And I know that a lot of your core services are going to contribute to the customers and their long-term successes. And we're looking forward to hearing how that's going to really impact the customer itself.
Well, we are based in making tailor-made solutions to our customers. We're combining different types of services. Mm-hmm. And this is something that it is delivered by teams and with resources that have been designed to adapt to a changing environment, which is the kind of environment, as you said before, the turbulent environment we're facing today. So we have to adapt to that change while we deliver value to our customers. This is the philosophy that we have as a company, as a group. Spain is our headquarters. We are extremely strong in that country, so that can bring also plenty of value to our customers whenever we have to deliver any local services. We today offer end-to-end solutions to global customers. We do freight forwarding, industry assembly, 4 and 5PL programs, and a vast array of other services with the use of the latest technologies. For example, drones. We use drones, these dual giga trailers, platooning, and even smart driving. So I think that we bring both solutions and technology to our customers, and this is the way we can impact positively the supply chain.
That's interesting. I love the whole smart driving, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen with that. We're really looking forward to the strategic relationship. What do you think specifically that customers are looking forward to next?
Well, the customers are always in the core of our plans for the future of what we do. So what they can expect from us is a reinvigorated approach to continuous improvement, innovative solutions. That's at a global scale. Many of our customers today work with us maybe in Spain or in Mexico or in Brazil. We provide services to them in those areas today. We can expand that geographically, and we can expand also to all the knowledge and the expertise that APL Logistics also brings to the table.
Well, thanks, Jose. We're so happy to join forces with you. What we're doing here is exciting, and it's about enhancing the values that customers are going to really enjoy. So let's get back to you, Sander. From your perspective, can you share your thoughts about the relationship and what the future holds for the customers on both sides of it? Because at the end of the day, how this impacts our customers is really the most important thing to us.
Absolutely. Yeah, again, we're very optimistic and very delighted. As Jose and Manuel already mentioned, I mean, they have more than 4 decades of experience in the transportation, and they have an extremely strong market presence in Spain as their baseline. I think Grupo Sesé has a huge scale, a good network, and they have a lot of technology and people that are really creating this balance. They're very responsive. They are very fast, and especially nowadays with all these complicated events where speed of execution and speed of change is the absolute norm. Our priority is to create sustainable growth. Priority and strategic ideas to grow sustainable growth. So that's another link to each other. And what you can clearly see is that Grupo Sesé capabilities they have and their Grupo Sesé Plus solutions are very complementary to ours, especially for the European market, and where we're really hoping that jointly we can expand our services, their service and our service, to the leading brands that both of our companies are serving right now.
Well, we know that the journey is just starting. Where do you see us going? How far do you think it's going to go?
Well, actually, if you consider time, it's actually already well away to accelerate. We're accelerating our business growth with our combined footprint that is really more than 60 countries and over 120 service locations. And our total colleagues count is over 27,000 professionals.
Wow.
So that's an amazing count. And each of the colleagues are more into this than anybody else. And right, we have to accelerate. We're scaling our operational efficiency. We have a very depth and collective knowledge of various industries that we're both serving, not just in Europe, but also globally. And we're able to take full advantage of our inbound integrations. Grupo Sesé Plus solution and the APL Order Management solution, that combination is an absolute star.
Thank you, gentlemen. Jose, Sander, it's been absolutely wonderful to have you guys with us on our podcast here. It's been a pleasure hearing this really good piece of news. We like good news, right? The good news we like to share. So thanks for coming on and sharing this with our listeners.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having us. Thank you, April.
Thank you for having us as well. And this make of this a sound success.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. I'm honored.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us today. If you like what you heard, or if you have any questions about today's episode, reach out to us at global_marketing@apllogistics.com. Make sure to subscribe to us on your favorite podcast apps, and you won't miss any upcoming episodes. You can also find us on LinkedIn or visit us at apllogistics.com. We'll see you next time on the APLL Pulse podcast.